So spring's finally here. It's raining a lot, and I'm not the type of cyclist to go outside and bike in the rain, especially because there's tons of little pebbles on the ground from all of the winter salt, so it's quite dangerous. There's like no traction on the road. But it is the perfect time and weather for me to go get my bike ready for when the weather is better. Plus, I got a couple of items on my bike that were pretty essential. A lot of you commented on those in previous videos, and I finally got them. So we're gonna go install those. Let's go do that. Right, come on, let's go. I got changed into my dirty work clothes because we got to give this bike a nice little clean. It is very dusty. I finally got a kickstand and a rear view mirror. I don't really need to do any maintenance on it because I don't bike that many kilometers, and then it stays indoors all the time. It's not an outdoor bike, you know, when my bike is resting, it's an indoor bike. It's a little bit of a princess. And I got a tune-up not long ago. My hair, out of my way, out of my face. Don't like the baby hairs touching my face. I didn't get a kickstand for the longest time. It didn't seem very obvious which kickstand to buy, and I don't have a kickstand support on my bicycle. So it just became like this whole thing, and then I just got like overwhelmed. So I'm hoping that I got the right kickstand. We'll find out. We'll find out together. Oh, should have put the cover. Forgot to put the cover. If you haven't seen the other roundup video, I'm gonna link it in the description. Check that video out because I don't wanna do a whole repeat if I don't really have anything else to add. Nice and pretty. Still one of my favorite bike helmets. Matches my vintage bike. These cute gloves. Did a whole review on this. I'll link this as well in the description. I'll be honest that this is actually the reason that I wear bike helmets now, because back in the day there weren't, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, there weren't nice bike helmets. And I bought the V1 myself, did a review, and then got in contact with Thousand and they sent me their V2. Now when I bike, I at least see one person with 1000 helmets because they have so many different colors. Match your style with the helmet. It's a safety device, but why not also be fashionable? And I know some people were like, well, it's just a bike helmet, you know, it's not the safest bike helmet that's out there. Yeah, sure. It didn't rate the highest in Virginia Tech helmet ratings safety, but they also didn't review every single helmet that's out there, and it also is likely to still keep me protected in a crash. Wearing a bike helmet versus not wearing a bike helmet, that's already safety. Thankfully, in the city that I live in, there's a lot of bike paths. My bike, it angles. I'm worried that with time, it may end up shifting, but we'll see. I think this actually might be okay. Never thought I would be so excited about a kickstand, but why not be excited about a kickstand, actually? I take it back. Onto the mirror. I'm glad I have a kickstand, although I'm not sure it's going to pan out. If I am a little rough with it, even though there's like foam clamping on it, it rotates. And I'm a little worried that my bike may still fall if I rely on the kickstand. So the kickstand did indeed keep rotating around the frame like I suspected, but I got another one right after this video. It has a 2-point mounting system, so it will stay fixed and solves that issue. I'll link the new one in the description. My petite bicyclette is ready. All right, now we just have to wait for a good day. Today is the day that it's finally warm enough to go outside and bike and hang out with my friends. It's basically Canadian summer at this point. I think it's about 16 to 18 degrees Celsius outside right now. Yesterday it was like 13 degrees Celsius, which sounds cold, but after winter, that's actually hot. I'm very excited. I'm going to the library. I have to pick up some 3D prints for coffee, and another one is for a keyboard review I did. So all things that are related to my channel. Well, the things related to my channel are things related to me that I enjoy. The other thing is to meet up with my friends at the park and play. Everybody I know today are at parks throughout the city. And I'll show you the gear that I'm using today, a lot of which I've done reviews for. Today's backpack is the Alpaka Aero 16 liter, which is super lightweight, big cavity to just throw in a bunch of stuff. Safety first. A few of you have asked me how I shoot my biking videos. It's not been easy. I've been trying to figure it out, but I think I have a better system. I just tweaked something recently. I'll link all of the products that I'm using in the description. Insta360 camera. It's an X3, it's an older model, works totally fine. I have like some sort of a clamp that goes here to here. It wasn't touching my bike before, but then every time I would bike, the Insta360 sticks out quite a bit. With time and with bumps, it would just start to go down and it would just be a whole mess. And also it kind of scratched my bikes. I ended up finding something in my camera gear. I don't even know what this is, but it managed to clip onto the bottom of the monopod. And then I protected it with an old t-shirt sleeve that I cut off. So it now leans on here. It's not great because it is rubbing on the bike, but it's rubbing on this sticker, reflective sticker, so I don't really care. It won't damage my bike. Also, I put the t-shirt so it's gonna soften it. And it also makes it easy to glide. So I don't feel that it's restricting anything when I'm turning because I wouldn't want to mess up my steering. I do get a little shy when I'm out filming in public. So please do like and hype and subscribe to this video if you like this content, because I know ultimately it's gonna make a more interesting video. When I watch videos, I find it so much more interesting when people are out and about doing the things, and it's kind of hard to shoot cycling content when you're not actually outside cycling. Thank you. Whee! I'm not 100% sure where I'm going, so I will be using my phone for directions, and I have my loop mount. That is perfect because it's minimalist. I don't use it very often, but then in cases like this where I do need to use it, it is right there, which is why I don't need the most sturdy, crazy type of quad lock. I feel like quad lock actually would be a better one, but I'm not doing extreme sports. I'm not on the mountain, although there are a lot of potholes, a lot of cracks and crevices, and my wheel is only a 28 millimeter. So far, I haven't had any issues with my phone popping out since they've revised it with the version 2. Find directions and figure out where we're going. There we go. Everybody and their mother is out today. It's been a long winter. Okay. By the way, I'm Jess, and on my channel, Gadgets Gear Coffee, I do in-depth, real-use review of well-designed gear that makes everyday life better, like tech, cycling, coffee, and the gear that connects them. I really love that feeling of having the right gear or tool for the right job that just works. So if you're into this kind of content, like and subscribe. It really helps, and hopefully you'll discover something really cool. Okay, that was entirely my fault. So I kind of got caught there. Rock straps got caught in my gear. It's not the first time that's happened. So that's a negative with the rock strap, is that you can't just leave it dangling on your rear rack. Anyway, it looks kind of ugly, even if you tie it. I love the rock strap, way better than all the other straps I've used, but that is definitely a negative. When I was done, my hands are all dirty, cleaned it with water, rubbed it on the grass, cleaned it off as best as I could. But then I leaned my bike against something and it fell. So I hope I didn't damage my bike or scratch it, but I do have that paint protection film that's used on cars, so I think it protected it. I think it did its job. Turn green. PPF can self-heal to a certain point, so I fixed it up with a blow dryer and a little needle to get the air out. I'll probably replace this sheet at some point, maybe make a video, but for now, this works. That's silly. Sometimes I'm so careful, and then other times my brain just shuts off. Now we're on our way to the park. Might have to get that spring seat post. Oh, my organs. Oh. Hey! Ah, duckies! Wait, what? Jess! Qu'est-ce que tu fais là, toi? Oh, hello. Oh, I don't have any food. I have a bunch of biking content planned for this summer. I'm really psyched about that, so stay tuned, subscribe for all of that. I hope that you found this format interesting. I just wanted to bring you along with using my bike and updating you on what's coming up and how I use some of the gear that I've reviewed in the past in real life. Please like, subscribe, hype the video, and I'll see you on the next one. If you want to see everything on my commuter bike and how and why I use them, watch this video, or this video may be of interest to you, and let me know what else you would like to see for biking content. I'm always looking for new ideas. See ya! Woo! Holy shit! That was a good one.